As you must have heard already, Ajuri Ngelale, the spokesperson for President Tinubu, has turned in his resignation letter yesterday. Though the president is not around, the resignation letter was submitted to Femi Gbajabiamila. Ajuri Ngelale has had some very difficult times and rocky times handling the president's communication, but there are some specific periods, some specific times where he had goofed, and Nigerians have noticed. Now, before we go into the details, if you have not subscribed to this channel, this is the right time for you to subscribe. Please subscribe. Anywhere in the world, working for the president is a pressure cooker, a task that could easily turn even the most competent hand into a mediocre in the eyes of a public in a flash. It's even more demanding if such a person shoulders the huge responsibility of publicizing the principal's daily affairs, which requires direct interaction with the media, who yearns for information to feed an ever curious citizenry. Such was the state of Ngelale, a renowned journalist who first came into the national limelight thanks to his hard-punching questions and probing arguments with his guests during his days as a television show host. Ngelale was appointed as a presidential spokesman, deployed to the office of a vice president by the immediate past president Muhammadu Buhari in 2019. He played an integral role in the campaigns of Tinubu during the 2023 presidential election and was duly rewarded with the role of a president's spokesman after the former Lagos State governor assumed office. His appointment was received with a lot of optimism, given his reputation and the added responsibilities that came with working directly with the president, a privilege he may not have enjoyed before 2023. However, after barely over a year on the job, Ngelale has stepped down from his role. He conveyed his decision in a memo submitted to the Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, wherein it cited medical matters presently affecting his immediate and nuclear family as the reason for his resignation. As Ngelale proceeds on an indefinite leave of absence, we look back on some of his mistakes that got Nigerians talking. In September last year, President Tinubu and his United Arab Emirates UAE counterpart, Mohammed bin Zayed, had a meeting in Abu Dhabi to repair a diplomatic standoff between the countries. After the meeting, Ngelale announced to Nigerians that the UAE had resolved to lift the visa ban on Nigerians that was imposed in October 2022 over various disputes, including the inability of the Emirates Airlines to repatriate its trapped funds from Nigeria. At the same time, he claimed that Etihad Airlines and Emirates Airlines would resume flight operations to and from Nigeria immediately without any payment by the Nigerian government, adding that the two countries had established a framework for investment worth billions of dollars across multiple sectors. However, a UAE official later contradicted the claims and accused Ngelale of exaggerating the achievements of a diplomatic meeting. A check on the official website of the UAE Ministry of Foreign Affairs for reports regarding Tinubu's meeting with the UAE president also revealed there was no explicit mention of a visa ban reversal for Nigerians at the time. When Tinubu replaced Babatunde Irukera as the CEO of a federal competition and Consumer Protection Commission (FCCPC) and his Bureau of Public Enterprise (BPE) counterpart, Alexandra Ayola Oko, in January, Ngelale appeared to have miscommunicated the decision. While announcing the developments in a statement, the journalist said Tinubu dismissed Iru Kera and Oko in conformity with plans to restructure and reposition critical agencies. However, it appeared Bayo Ononuga, the special advisor to the president on information and strategy, was not comfortable with Ngelale's choice of words. In what looked like a counter-statement, Ononuga, on the night of Tuesday, January 9, 2023, said Urukara and Oko were relieved of their duties, not dismissed. I have followed the concerns in the media on the reports that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu dismissed Babatunde Urukara, Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, and Alexandra Ayola, Director General, Bureau of Public Enterprises. The president's directive did not intend a dismissal, Ononuga said. The two men who had served our country were relieved of their duties by the president as he scouts for their successors. The connotations implied in using the word dismissal were clearly not intended in the statement issued. While attending United Nations event in the United States in 2023, the president made a stop at the National Association of Securities Dealer Automatics Quotation System headquarters in New York to conduct a symbolic closing ceremony to signal the end of the trading session. Tinubu, while performing the task, was in the company of some Nigerian business leaders and officials of a Nigerian exchange limited. Meanwhile, announcing the event, Ngelale claimed President Tinubu was the first African leader to ring the closing bell at the Nasdaq. However, the claim was later found to be false, as former Tanzanian President Kikwete had rang the bell on September 21, 2011. Ngelale later issued a statement to debunk the claim and apologized to Nigerians for the misinformation. You all, let me have your thoughts in the comments section. What do you think? Do you think that the presidency is actually fed up with all the goofs here and there, and he was asked to resign instead of him being sacked? What do you think is actually the situation? Although we've discussed, some of these speculations in the first video, go and check that out if you haven't seen it. I will see you all in my next video, guys. Bye for now.